What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good. So in today's video I'm going to show you guys how I created this really cute set of Kuromi nails. I haven't done Kuromi nails on my channel yet, so I'm going to be showing you guys how I created my version. I think they came out so adorable. So we're just jumping right into the tutorial today. I did prep my nails off camera and I already applied my dehydrator and primer. I do have a little bit of pink acrylic on there so I can file this set down. I kind of use the pink acrylic as a guide so I don't file through my nails. So yeah, I'm applying a base gel first because I'm doing an all polygel set. So I'm applying that to my natural nails. It just helps the polygel stick to your nail a lot better and protects your nails from staining. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure that for 60 seconds. But yeah, I wanted to do my version of Kuromi nails because I've done my Melody and Hello Kitty, but I haven't done Kuromi yet. And I recently bought this little bag of charms that had Kuromi in it, so it kind of inspired me to do a set. So I'm going to start by painting the tips of my nails with this jelly polish from Makart. It's called Crystal Rose Red. It's kind of like a rosy hot pink. I love this color. It's so unique and I feel like it was perfect for this set. So I'm just painting the tips of my nails. I am going to be encapsulating these, but I wanted a really nice pink jelly tip. So I like to use my gel polishes when I don't have that specific polygel color. That's how I get use out of my gel polishes. We can't let anything go to waste around here. So yeah, I'm actually just tightening up the sides because I missed a little bit of that. And I'm going to go ahead and cure that. And I actually have these little decals, but they have a transparent backing to them. They are water slide decals, so they only work against white. So what I'm going to do is actually just cut the actual decal out, apply it to my nail, and then encapsulate it. This way I could still have the Kuromi in my nails, but on top of the hot pink, if that makes sense. If I were to do it as a water slide decal, you wouldn't be able to see it because it would get lost. It has to be against a white backing, and this was really hard to cut these out because they're so freaking tiny. I bought this sheet of Sanrio decals a while back on eBay. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's still available, but it might be. I'll link it in the description box if it is. But yeah, I'm just cutting them out the best I can. Once they're encapsulated and everything, you won't be able to see them. I am going to use a little bit of base gel to apply them. So I'm going to apply a base gel to the tips of my nails and then place the decal right into the gel and cure it. And at first they might be sticking up a little bit, but you'll be able to kind of bend them to form to your nail after you cure them and stuff. And I will actually be sealing them in with a top coat. You want to be careful with this not to really touch the nail, especially if you have a hot pink shade like this and then touch the decal, because it kind of gets on the decal and I had to rub it off. Luckily it came off some of the pink residue from the polish. So yeah, I'm just placing them on the nail right now, and then I'll focus on kind of forming them to the nail afterwards. And now I'm going to be using my tweezers to apply these moon and star stickers to my nails. I felt like they went really good with this set. I believe these are from one of those Makart decor sets. I'll link them down below if I can find them. But yeah, I felt like they went really good with this set. They actually glow in the dark, but I'm not really using them for that purpose. I just thought I don't know, they went good with the nails. I do recommend cleansing your nails before doing this because they kind of poke up because the nails are still tacky from the gel. I didn't want to wipe the nails with any cleanser though because I didn't want to get the pink residue on the decal. Later on I actually thought of applying a top coat over the decals to kind of seal them in so nothing would get on them, but at this point in the video I didn't really think of that. That's why I didn't cleanse the nails. So instead I'm just going to apply the stickers on the nails and then kind of apply a little bit of base coat, and as you can see I cured it so they would stay down. But anyways, now I'm going to be applying some glitters to the nails. I'm using my base gel again to do that. So I'm applying the base gel to the nail, and then I'm placing this kind of like glitter mix. It's like a AB glitter mix down on the nails just a little bit, and then I'm using some star glitters that I have and some heart glitters. I have some neon stars and little purple hearts and like some iridescent pink stars, like big ones and small ones. I'm kind of just randomly placing those onto the nail. You might have to add a little bit more base gel after you add the base glitter, because it makes the nail a little bit gritty and the other glitters don't really stick like the star glitters. So I add a little bit of base gel to the nail so that it adds more gel so I can place those glitters down. Otherwise they're not really going to stay on that good. And excuse a little bit of the shake from the camera, it was from my fan. So I skipped over this nail because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with it. So I decided that I'm going to be applying some of those moon and star stickers and then just glitters to this nail, because I didn't apply the Kuromi decal to this nail. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do really quick. Okay, now I'm going to be going in with this Polygel shade from Makart called Sea Sisters. It's like a very light pearlescent pink shade. It's really pretty, and I felt like it paired well with the jelly tip. So I'm not really doing an ombre with this because I did do this nail off camera and it kind of looked weird and I didn't really like it because it covered up some of the glitters on the tip. So what I'm going to be doing is just basically covering up the nail beds with this color. So I'm kind of just focusing it on the nail bed area, maybe just applying it a little bit down onto the tip, but not much, because like I said, I don't want to cover up those glitters, and I know it doesn't look blended. So I'm going to be applying a base gel over that after I do this, and then applying more glitters over it so that it looks nice and blended like I did at ombre, but I actually didn't, because yeah, I didn't want to cover up anything on the tip. I really liked the way the placement of the glitters were on the tip of the nail, and I just did not want to cover that up. So that's what I'm going to be doing, just adding more glitters on top of it. So like I said, I'm going to be applying some base gel right there over the nail bed color and some glitters over it. I'm going in with the same iridescent glitter mix and then just some more glitters. I'm making sure to kind of apply the glitters right where that harsh line is at the bottom between the two colors. This way they look blended. That's like a little trick, like if you were doing this same kind of look. or like if you ever ran into this problem, just apply the glitters like right over that harsh line, and it'll kind of give you that ombre effect because you won't be able to see that harsh line between the two colors because it's covered up with the glitter.
Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone. Yeah, I don't wanna put no pressure on you. I just wanna put a blessing on you. Since our last undressing session, I'm not really sure if you've been checking. I'm progressing. I just heard my songs is popping out in Macedonia and even Serbia. I don't mean to burden you. If you got a man since then, I understand. Last thing I wanna do is get you jammed, especially if he's the fan. He probably never wanna hear my shit again. And I need every single sound scan. But if you single and you down, then I'm in your town feeling for another round. I was counting down the days, been more patient than a Browns fan. Where that chip at? Probably on your shoulder, cause I forgot to hit back. Left you on red, apologies are said, but often never meant. Well, fuck that, I repent for message never sent.
Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate the nails. I'm using McCart Clear Polygel for this, so I'm basically just squeezing the amount of polygel that I need onto the nails. You want to make sure that you squeeze enough to cover all of the glitters so that they don't poke through the gel and then you accidentally file them off when you go to file, shape, and buff, especially the decals. I did end up applying a top coat to the decals so that they were like sealed in. And I did kind of like bend them a little bit more to form to the nail after applying the top coat because it made it a little bit easier so that they wouldn't like rip or anything. I didn't do it really hard, just very lightly. This way like the little ears and stuff weren't poking up through the polygel because they would get filed off. That's what I was really worried about at first, but after adding that top gel to them, I didn't have that problem. So yeah, I'm just encapsulating them. So when I squeeze the polygel out onto the nail, I leave that rounded end by the cuticle area. So when I'm patting the polygel in place, I always start by getting the polygel around the cuticle, and then I kind of like focus the rest of that rounded end by the nail bed area to kind of build my apex. And then as always, we're just patting the rest of the polygel sidewall to sidewall all the way down the nail and kind of like smoothing out the nail and like removing any excess before we cure it in the lamp. That's why I really love polygel, because I have that time to kind of like work with it before I like cure it, which makes it a lot easier. With acrylic, it dries really fast, so if you're like worried about that and you're looking to start doing nails, polygel would definitely be an easier route. And I kind of just added a little bit more to this nail after applying the first layer because there was like a little bit of a dip at the tip of the nail. The same thing with the pinky.
Pick up the phone,
Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and start debulking my nails. I did cleanse them with some isopropyl alcohol per usual to take that tacky layer off from the gel, and I'm using my same Niceble nail drill and my fine grit ceramic drill bit. So I always start by debulking because I like to do my shaping last. I'm sure a lot of you know that because you watch my channel a lot. So yeah, that's what I'm doing first. I did accidentally file through one of the stars towards the top of this nail, but it's getting covered up anyway with some charms, so just be careful with that. They were kind of big and it was like a small area, so it was hard to kind of like fit the star up there, and that's probably why it got filed off, but it is what it is. So I'm just kind of like going around the cuticle area and getting that down really low. I like this bit because I'm able to get really good by the cuticle area, and I don't really have to go in with a cuticle bit. Usually I go in with a cuticle bit to seal, but the way this bit is designed, I don't really have to do that. I can get nice and close behind the cuticle, and then I kind of just like smooth side to side all the way down the nail to smooth out the entire like surface of the nail. I do kind of like feel over the nails too if they're a little bit bumpy to make sure you know, that they're nice and smooth and even all around. I file along the sidewalls as well and underneath the nail. You always want like that little hill that your apex, the sidewalls should be the thinnest part of your nail, and then the nail gets gradually thinner towards the free edge, but of course not too thin to where it's gonna like snap off or break. You do want some thickness towards the free edge, but it doesn't have to be like ridiculously thick. It does have to like gradually, like I said, get thinner. Now I'm going to go in with my hand file and shape up the nails. I'm using a 100/180 grit hand file. But like I said earlier, I like to do my shaping last because I get a nice like sharp shape, and like it literally lasts until I change my nails again. I mean, even if I were to leave my nails on for long, it lasts. I know I don't leave my nails on for long, but when I do, it's still like intact, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm doing a long kind of like coffin shape this time. I didn't want like a really wide shape for these. I wanted more like of a long coffin shape. So right now I'm taking the bulk off of the sides of the nail. So I'm filing straight and taking the bulk off of the sides, and to taper the tip in, I hold my file at an angle and I'm filing in towards the tip, and of course you would just keep doing that until you're satisfied with the width of the tip of the nail. The same thing with like the bulk off of the sides. And then to file the free edge, I hold my file at an angle and file straight across, or I just file up and down with my hand file, and I always buff over the nails after I'm done shaping them up, so that I get all the scratches and everything out of them and they're nice and smooth before I apply my charms and top coat. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and apply my nail charms to the nails. So for the bigger charms like this, I'm going to be applying some Beetle's Rhinestone Gel right onto the nail, and then placing the charm into the gel and curing, like flash curing really quick so that they don't slide around. If you leave it on the nail for too long, it will slide around. So I have these really cute little Kuromi charms. I also have some space charms that I'm going to be using. I also even have this little Hello Kitty with a black bow. I felt like it went good with this set, so I'm adding that too. I have some pink star charms, a star dangle charm, and these little frosted hearts from McCart, which is really weird because when you apply them to the nail, they're like a frosted white shade, but when you cure in the lamp, it turns to the color of your nail and it stays like that. I don't know if it's supposed to do that or if there's some kind of like color changing hearts, or they adapt to the color of your nails. But anyway, it's really cool. It didn't really specify on the packaging when I initially got them. That's what I was wondering. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, for the bigger charms, that's what I'm doing. And then for the little neon rhinestones that I'm going to be applying afterwards, I apply the rhinestone gel all over my nail, a top coat, place the neon rhinestones into the gel, and then cure them in place. I'm also top coating underneath the nails. Since this is a jelly set, you want to top coat under the nails so it looks nice and clear underneath. But yeah, other than that, that's it for this set. I love the way these turn out. Like, everything just goes so well together. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you a fan of Kuromi? I'm freaking obsessed with these nails. I love them so much. If you're new to the channel, I would love it if you subscribe before you leave, because I post nail tutorials and reviews every week, so you don't want to miss out. Make sure you hit the little notification bell so you do get notified when I upload a new video. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you guys.